That's how I think and act, and you can feel on every track in my life. I'm here to drop it, yo, it's only right. Some say it's how I speak, the slang I use is much too deep.
To talk about anti-loyalty is to talk about anti-feminism. To talk about anti-loyalty is to talk about anti-feminism. It's just anti-feminism is a way of selling out other women, of refusing to be faithful to other women, of refusing to let other women in where other women long to be. And that is doing the kind of work that other women need to do.
Welcome to The Stepping Razor, a radical feminist news media company based in New York City. As a radical feminist news media company, we aim to highlight the collective plight of women and girls around the world. Here's our weekly news brief. The tragic death of Elizabeth Tamalore O'Dunsey. 23-year-old British nursing student Elizabeth Tamalore O'Dunsey was found murdered in her Houston apartment on April 26th. Authorities discovered her body with over 24 stab wounds. Her roommate, 40-year-old Chester Lamar Grant, was located injured at the scene and has been charged with her murder. Reports suggest a dispute involving a pet cat may have preceded the violence. This case highlights the vulnerability women face in sharing living environments, even in supposed domestic safety. Lauren Heike murder case update. In Phoenix, new revelations have emerged in the case of Lauren Heike, a 29-year-old woman brutally murdered while hiking in 2023. She suffered 15 stab wounds in what police describe as a targeted attack. Suspect Zion Teasley was apprehended after DNA and surveillance linked him to the crime. Teasley, who has a prior record and troubling statements on file, will now face a trial in 2027. This case remains a grim reminder of how women's basic freedom of movement continues to be threatened by male violence in public spaces. Male violence against women, a structural reality. Globally and locally, male violence against women remains a leading cause of female injury and death. From domestic murders to public assaults, statistics show that the overwhelming majority of violence women experience is male-perpetrated. This violence is not random. This is systemic, rooted in power imbalances and entitlement. Whether it's in intimate relationships, workplaces, or institutions, the pattern remains consistent. Recognizing this isn't man-hating, it's naming a reality so often buried under euphemism. U.S. birth rate hits historic low. A huge win for women. The U.S. birth rate has dropped by another 3% since 2022, continuing a downward trend that has lasted more than a decade. Economic instability, lack of child care support, and stagnant wages are key factors deterring women from having children. Some lawmakers have proposed financial incentives like baby bonuses, but many experts agree that without structural support for mothers, such as paid leave, health care, and child care, these efforts are little more than political theater. This is not a fertility crisis, it's a policy crisis. If women cannot protect their children from male violence under the patriarchy, all reproduction should halt for the safety of innocent children.
Are you a woman and tired of news that ignores women and worse, silences radical feminist voices? Tired of turning on your television and not hearing any radical feminist content or stories that center women and girls? Are you tired of the constant airplay that manosphere content creators get but never seeing the same representation for the radical feminist voice? Well, look no further. Head over to thesteppingrazor.info/news. This is a 100% radical feminist media site where you can find news, opinion pieces, books, and even games created by radical feminists for women and girls. Please visit thesteppingrazor.info/news today. And back to our program made by us and for you.
Oh, snails, let's go. Boom, boom, let's go. Snails, let's go. Boom, boom. Off the floor and out the door. Let's go. Snails, let's go.
Wait, what did she say? On the Stepping Razor news program, each week we will read women and what they have said about our lives. Stay tuned for our segment, What Did She Say?
Reading Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde.
Lorde writes, every woman has a well-stocked arsenal of anger, potentially useful against those oppressions, personal and institutional, which brought that anger into being. Focused with precision, it can become a powerful source of energy, serving progress and change. Our anger is not just a response to individual slights, it's a response to a systemic devaluation of our lives. When we turn anger into action, we reclaim power. It's not anger that will destroy us, but our fear of feeling it deeply and using it as a force for clarity, connection, and resistance. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Please visit our website, thesteppingrazor.info/news for daily radical feminist news about women and girls throughout the world. Until next time, stay dangerous.